Hello, hello, hello. Hello. We're going to do the trucks open setup at Iowa Speedway. Little story time. This is my second time running this today. I always have an excuse for something. So I ran, oh, I'm the number one car in here. Okay, this is going to be similar to the last one I ran. It was a 1100 strength of field, and I was the number 3 car. I qualified on the pole, and it went 25 laps before the first caution, which I led. Lost 2 people stayed out, and I lost the spot to someone in the pits because even at 40 miles an hour, I managed to undershoot my pit stall. Embarrassing. But anyway, restarted 4th. And the person on the outside, front row, one of the 2 that stayed out, decided they didn't want to pace at all. Like, they were even with the second row, and then they just didn't fire off. And I'm like, I'm bad at starts, but come on. But anyway, I settled into 5th, got back into 4th, I think. I was running there. But I had to bail on the race. Real life called. My daughter's mom called me. She had something that she had forgotten about and needed me to pick my daughter up from school. And real life comes first, so I bailed on the race. While I was answering the phone, because if it's her calling, I'm like, it's something to do with her daughter, so. Oh, wow, I didn't put in a good lap there at all. I'm capable of much better, but I'm not concentrating. Strength of field 1,000. Yeah, I lost quite a bit of iRating due to bailing on that race. While I was trying to answer the phone, I kind of got into the wall on the front stretch and trying to pull it off. I ended up going through the grass. So even if I would have said no, which I would never do, I screwed my race by doing that. But like I said, I wouldn't answer the phone if it was literally anyone else. And I just Alt F4'd out. I don't think I hit anyone or any problems there. But it sucks because I was doing pretty good and I was fast in the low strength of field. But this must be the bottom split. It looked like enough people signed up that we were probably going to get 3 splits. That looks about right. 66 cars probably. I was probably 1 car off from being off in the middle split. It looks like. I would like to qualify towards the front of these guys again.
Exit looks clear. Okay, Justin, we've got 2 laps. Let's get
but yeah, real life will always come before
it's now 78 Fahrenheit.
Sim racing. Anyway, I just had to keep my daughter for a couple hours, and then now she's back with her mom until tomorrow.
New fastest lap for Stewart, 23.3.
I didn't feel fast at all. But maybe it was.
P2, that lap time was 23.3.
It doesn't look like I'm going to get anything on the second lap unless my second corner is amazing, and it's not. All right. So yeah, this is my second attempt at it. I should have no reason to have to bail on this race. I was impressed with how that first race was going. We went straight to field 1100. I think it was roughly 25 laps before the first caution came out. I didn't see what caused it. It was way behind me. But I watched Nick Neben's video on this exact race, and he was in like a 4700 strength of field, and it was a caution fest. And I don't know how that race went after I left. There was still a long ways to go. It's a 120 lap race. But I was pretty impressed at the start. it left me with a conundrum. I'm like, I'm not used to being the leader in a race with pit stops. Gonna need fuel. At that point, it still wouldn't have been enough. Like, do I go in and get tires? I'm kind of the one. Like I said, everyone but 2 people did. It seemed like the right strategy. Those 2 people were sitting ducks. But anyway, we'll try to skip. Well, we'll skip these last 2 minutes and meet you back at grid up. I can't talk. All right.
Hey, Dad,
We are back. Qualified outside front row. My least favorite place to qualify, but hopefully we can get a decent start and settle in. Yeah. Once again, my voice is struggling. This is the same day as... If people watch my videos in order, probably no one out there who does that, but... the ARCA race, I ran that last night. 358 mod race, I ran that this morning. So I'm racing 2 races today. Well, this is my second attempt at this one, so 3rd race, but... of course, I had a video going, so I was talking through that one. It sucks if you're worried about iRating. I lost a lot because it was the 3 car in that last one, and I checked the results. 2 people didn't start the race, and 1 person had retired before me, so I beat 3 people, but I still lost a chunk. Dipped back under that magical 1500 I've been harping over. But like I said, I didn't see the whole race because I had to leave. And I'm sure people weren't running as fast of laps, myself included, as in the 4700 strength of field race that Nick Neben was in. But it was pretty clean. I had, I think, 2.5 second lead on 2nd place when that first caution came out. And I don't feel like I was pushing it like ridiculously. So it kind of made me optimistic about this race, especially now that I'm in a lower strength of field again.
Stay behind the pace car in the outside lane.
So I definitely need to not suck on this start. It's just hard though. I think it's hard for anyone. Because, yeah. I mean, I got a great jump just because I know when I'm going to go. I don't know what the rules are. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to pass him before the start-finish line. So that's the main thing. If anyone knows officially, they can correct me if I'm wrong. Alright, concentration time until I settle in at least. And like I said, I'm going to be clearing my throat. I can't really help it. A little nervous. I was less nervous starting on the pole because I'm the setter, but the main thing is to settle in and using a free setup. It's a little loose at first. I like it that way. I'm using the brakes to kind of get some rotation on entry, and then I'm turning it in. It seemed to work good, and the tire wear on the right side was real even the way I was driving it, which I think is good. I'm no pro.
Okay, Justin, here we go. Go.
That wasn't great. So I just need to settle in, hopefully. I'm just gonna lose spots like it's my job.
Clear inside.
Long race. Could be a wreck fest. Don't want to be in any wrecks. That's no fun at all for anyone. So I got a bad start.
Watch out.
And already under yellow. This did not happen last time. This could be ugly. At least this time I'll be starting behind someone. absolutely have no intentions of pitting
Safety
here.
cars out. Pits are closed. Pace car is out. Line up single file.
Even if they all pit, I'll just take the track position. If I was way in the back, I might pit just for a little bit of fuel, just to play that game, but
Pits are open.
this could be just a race of attrition, and it could also be two hours long, and I don't want that. Just starting to settle in when that happened. Feel like I should be able to start better on the inside. I don't think I mean, I'm not a pro, but I don't think even tires, like, first of all, you only have 3 sets, and we didn't even get 2 full laps on them.
2.1 gallons.
I got that set up now where they can tell me how much fuel I need to make it to the end. Now, that's probably calculating based on the average pace of the race so far. I don't know how that works. I'm not going to trust that I only need 2.1 gallons to finish the race. But I just was pointing that out. If anyone watched my Xfinity Open race last week at Michigan, I super lucked in to making it on fuel, and it wasn't based on knowing what I was doing. If you watch that with the sound off, what it would look like is that I
Safety car is out. Pits
came in at one point, took a fuel only, like I knew I was going to make it to the end, and got track position. And I did make it to the end by like half a lap, but I was stressing the whole time. So that's something I knew I needed to work on before I got into the next
Pits are closed.
race like this. Also, yeah, that's what I hate about re-recording videos. I forget what I was all going to say or did want to say. It's like if you watched my truck race last week, I did the fixed setup, and it was bad. But I had mentioned that I had debated long and hard whether to run open or fixed in these things, and I decided on fixed. Well, I have changed my mind. I don't foresee me running fixed setup in the trucks or the Xfinity. I like these longer races. It lets strategy play out, and it's just more fun. It gives you more time to race your way up if you're a long run guy. It's just, yeah, if you get into a race where somebody has like an unbeatable setup, you're probably gonna lose to that person, but setup's not everything. It can help, but I'm absolutely not gonna blame setup on anything
Okay, Justin. Get
that happens in this
solution
race.
at the end of this lap.
I mean, if the setup doesn't jive with how you drive, you can blame it, but I don't know. I do know I'm in third gear right now. I'll get out of
It's
it.
fine, you got loads.
Yeah, see, it thinks I'm good on fuel, but I'm not. But I understand that it's calculating it based on how this race has been run so far. All right.
Green flag, we're racing. Car outside. He's still there. Still there. Hold your line. And clear high.
I'm okay with settling into fifth. I'm not, unless they're really holding me up, I don't want to burn off my tires. It may never matter. I don't know, I feel like 6 is going slower than I want to go after I say that. Yeah, now he's pulling away a little bit.
The leader has just done a 23.9. That lap was a 24.3. The guy ahead has just done a 24.2.
Gotta survive before you start worrying about every little position. As long as I'm not getting lapped, if the run goes long, I'm okay with it.
The leader's just done it with 3.7. The lap time was at 24.0. The guy ahead has just posted at 23.9. The guy behind has just done at 23.8.
I'm obviously hearing him call off lap times.
It's yellow.
Ah, wow. Here we go again.
It looks like Scott has gone off.
Poor Scott. I don't know who that is, spotter, but thanks for the heads up.
Race car's out. Line up single file behind car number 6. Full course yellow. It's a closed.
I still don't think it's time to take tires. We barely raced on them. And can't make it on fuel.
Pits are open.
I don't think. These guys go in, maybe. I don't want to get suckered into using up all my tires too fast, but I also don't want to be totally off of my strategy.
7.4 gallons.
Yeah, see, now he's saying I need 7.4 gallons, which makes more sense. I'm not really going to fuel save because I'm not. I understand the concept of it, but I don't think I'm going to be good at it. Maybe I can get a better start this time. If anyone has any advice, I know I'm bad, but what happens to me a lot, and it might be these lower split races, is it's like, you know, the leader can go whenever after the pace car goes off, and they almost always just wait until it's green, and then sometimes they don't even go then, and it's like, what do you do? Am I correct in that you have to stay behind the car in front of you until at least the start-finish line? Or maybe you can make a little move on them, and as long as you don't get completely past them, but I don't want to be that guy that's throwing it 3 wide on lap 8 or whatever either.
Safety car is out. Pits are now open. .2 gallons.
I don't know. This is more like what the race I had watched was like. Not
Full course yellow. It's a closed.
Not my earlier attempt. Like I said, I want to say like 25 or 26 laps, which felt like a decent run. I was wishing it would have went longer because I was doing very well on that run, but nobody's talking. They talked a lot after or during the qualifying while I was away. Yeah, in that 26 lap run, I was able to put a few people a lap down. You know, that's always, if you're not getting lapped, it's always nice to see a bunch of people go a lap down. It kind of cuts down the possible people who can race you for position. But you need green runs for that to happen, or people to wreck out. But all right, pacing is so much fun. This is like just so slow.
Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
So I didn't really notice that a lead change had occurred, but green car is not setting the pace this time. Maybe it'll go a little better. He was the guy who had the pole over me, so we'll see what the 7 can do. Still got the 14 in front of me. Okay. 14 seems like they're hanging back a lot. Although I probably am too. I always think I'm right on their bumper, then I see replays and I'm like, wow, why did I leave so much space?
Green, green, green. Let's go.
That was a little better. I had a brief moment where I'm like, I'm going to get a run on the 6 and get a nose under, but then I was like, no, that would be a pointless dive under. 14's, something happened maybe. Getting a run off the corner to make a pass is... But I'm not going to just shove it in there. It's too early for that. And I don't want to be stuck side by side this early either.
Just done a 23.8.
When we do pit, hopefully not under green, because this is the second time I've signed up for this. Oh, that's bad. Without practicing a green flag stop, it looks like it wouldn't be easy to do on this track. Then again, these people might not be that good at it either. As long as I don't spin out or crash doing it, I be extra careful. But under green, I don't trust my brakes, I think. I think I'm going to go flying through the box, so then I crawl up to it and stop short the one time I did it last race, and this is like... I've seen lots of people go too far, but I don't know if I've ever seen someone stop too short. It cost me less time than stopping long would have probably, because I just had to inch forward again, but it still cost me a little. I lost one spot, like I said. And that put me outside of a guy who didn't want to go, and it all ended up not mattering as I had to leave the race, but it still was frustrating on my end. I definitely don't feel faster than these guys in front of me, but I'm also not necessarily going quite as fast as I could. This guy behind me really wants to dive it in. I don't want to be an iRating elitist because I'm only a 1400. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. 400's pretty low.
Got a car low. Inside's clear.
Yeah, he messed up, so he'll give me a little reprieve from him, and maybe he'll fall off. Said 400 is pretty far to drop from your start.
You pull it away from the guy behind. The gap's now 0.8.
I need to have a run off to make the pass. Passing that way just doesn't work for me that well. If I can like run it off the corner and get side by side going into the next corner, that works better for me. Like maybe it was going to happen there, but I'm not going to just dive it in here. You have to trust that they're going to keep it off of you, and you have to trust that you're not going to slide up into them. And there's just too much time left in this race. That being said, I do kind of want to get around this guy, but I've got to have to set the pass up, and I'm not doing a good job of it right now. See, right here, it looks like I'm going to get around, but I also feel like I have way too much wheel turned into it. No, I did okay there.
Car high. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear high.
I didn't quite get the job done there, so now he stayed up because he knew I was down there, but he could have easily have cut my line off if he wanted. Well, that was a poor attempt at a pass, but I think I'm just going to settle it down for a lap or two. Maybe we're at a point now, if Akasha came out, people would come in. I don't think it's definitely not where Whoa, that's me. Sorry, guy, if I scared you.
Car outside. Still there. He's still there. He's still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. He's still there.
The side-by-side racing isn't really helping.
Still there. You're clear outside. Got a car outside. Your last lap time was at 24.7. Still there. Still there.
Ugh.
Still there.
I think I'm just gonna let him go because we've let 22 back in by doing this.
He's still there.
I don't want the 22 around.
He's still there. Clear outside. Car high.
22.
Still there. Clear high.
I wanted to get between them, but I didn't know if I was going to be able to.
Car high. Clear high. Outside. Still there.
I guess it's side-by-side racing. That's fun, right?
Hold your line. He's still there. He's still there. Full course yellow. Be careful.
Did I have position? It says I have position on him, I think.
Reed has stacked it.
All that's gonna do is make me start on the outside, though.
Next car is out. Line up single file behind car number 14. Safety car's out. Pits are closed.
Got a smoking car down there. That's not good for him. All right.
Pits are open.
If these people pit, I'm gonna follow them in. I don't think it's enough to make it on fuel yet, but yeah, this pit road just seems scary.
Limit is 40 miles per hour.
I keep forgetting about the damn pit limiter.
We'll need to stop again to get to the end.
Nine's got issues down there.
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
About did it again. I never even checked. Okay, it's putting in fuel tires. Oh, I'm such an amateur at this stuff. Alright, I didn't really pay attention to if anyone stayed out. They would have been silly to do so.
The cone.
I forgot I had muted it. I'm so bad at that. Wonder how much talking's been being done.
Now open.
Fuck that cone.
Somebody stayed out? Great. Great. That means I'm on the outside. That's fine. Maybe the... I can't imagine the car that stayed out is going to... So 92, 94 was my wear. That's... I don't know how many actual laps that was, but...
1.8 gallons.
We're still going to need more fuel, most likely. We're almost 20 minutes into this race, but we're only a fourth of the way into it. So at this point, it's going to be an hour-and-a-half race. I wonder what the 20 was thinking staying out. Might get a bad start, and the outside line might be able to make some progress. Maybe I'm glad I'm not behind him. I don't know.
Okay, Justin, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
The Ghostbusters car is leading the race. I haven't seen the new Ghostbusters movie. Kind of looked interesting. I'll probably catch it when it's streamable. Back in the day, I would have definitely gone to see in a theater, but I haven't been to a theater since the pandemic started, so it's been over 2 years. Also used to always go to movies with my wife, but that's not a thing anymore, so don't really want to go to a theater by myself. The heck is a start? Okay, good.
Careful on these cold tires, boy.
What is this start?
Green flag, clear outside. Inside.
I swear these people just want it to get bunched up.
Hold your line, clear inside.
I see crap happening behind me, and I feel lucky to not be dead. But I got that position on the 14, and it all goes to heck. Yeah, the 20 is just a problem right now.
Clear outside.
Alright, we've cleared the 20. I about could predict that happening when I saw the 20 was staying out. Alright, I don't need to race the 6 right now. Let's just... 14's gonna want by me.
Hold your line. Clear low.
Five back in looks a little different than it did last time I was behind you.
Alright.
Yeah, I got fucking rear-ended.
I'm excited to see that in the replays because I don't know how close I was to dying there. I saw it happening and I would just like dart underneath it. Somebody's going really slow on the track and they need to not be doing that.
Got a car outside. You're clear outside.
I was a little scared there for a second. I don't think I've made an enemy of anyone, but you never know. It's like, is he seeking someone out to wreck him? I'm always wary of someone who's crawling around. It's like they're waiting for someone to catch him.
23.9.
Okay. Maybe this lap or this race can settle in for a while again.
Car inside. Inside's clear. P2.
Not sure what happened there, but I'll take the spot, I guess. It's back to us two in the lead. At 14, up, he's spinning, and he got turned. It's going to be a yellow. I really liked how this had worked out for me. Into second with a good gap behind me.
What the hell was that?
Gallons.
car
Race
into-
car is out. Line up single file behind car number 5. Safety cars out. Pits are closed.
Checking up out of 2. Checking up.
Come in for fuel? I don't know. I'm in second, so I don't want to.
Pits are open.
Definitely don't see a point in taking tires. I don't think I want tires. If these guys do come in. It's second set out of 3 with 2/3 of the race left to go. Doesn't seem good, but cautions are, I mean, it's eliminating people, I guess, but it's no fun. This is not fun. I mean, I don't think there's anyone out there who likes going 48 miles an hour around a track like this. I do like this track, Iowa Speedway. It's very fun.
Safety car is out. Pits are now open.
I'm assuming we would have went in last time, but that's what we were going to do. Yeah, we're not pitting. I'm gonna recheck these just so I don't forget later. There's probably crew chief stuff that can do that too. Maybe I should learn it. It's okay when you're only going 50, but if you're trying to set that up in the middle of the race, at least me, I'm just like, ooh, I suck at that. I'm probably going to lose spots again. This is basically a rehash of the start of the race, 5 on the inside and me. That being said, gives me a chance to practice it more, I guess.
Safety car is out. Pits are now open.
God, we haven't even gotten the 2 to go yet. So slow and boring.
Full course yellow. Pits are closed. 1 gallon.
I mean, maybe if it's going to be a bunch of caution racing, we'll save enough fuel. I don't know if I want to go that long on tires, but I don't know. Maybe eventually it'll thin out enough that we can get some green runs in. The world may never know. I don't know. I've lost track. Is this the 3rd or 4th caution? If the 22 is watching this, I have nothing against you. You look like you've been doing fine. So, you haven't done anything. It's human nature, I think, to worry. It's like 400 iRating. I mean,
Safety car in this lap.
if I get in a race, a top split race, they're going to look at me and go, oh, 1400. I'm worried. You know, it's just the way it is. So, normally I wouldn't put this disclaimer out, but I have been having people pop into my videos like, yeah, I watched this, or, you know, like just my ARCA video, a guy commented on a fun race. I'm like, was he in the race? Then I looked quick. I'm like, wow, he got second by like 0.09 seconds. Looks like a photo finish. I should have probably rewatched the finish, but I didn't. So that's why I'm just saying that. 22, you've done nothing to make me think anything bad about you. I'm just solely judging the iRating. This guy's going to surprise the crap out of me if he goes when the pace car comes in. I'm certainly conditioned to not expect that.
Green flag. We're racing. All right, Justin. You're in this guy in. The gap's not inside. Full course yellow.
Back in
Watch out.
turn 1.
Well, that was fun. I got to practice shifting up to 4th
Well, that was
gear.
fast.
Pace car's out.
At least it's happening behind me.
Car 5. Safety car's out. Pits are closed.
Let's do 5 more laps under caution.
Pits are
Pace
open.
cars in 3.
I don't see any point in pitting now.
0.8 gallons.
Said I got to learn all this, and learning comes from doing or getting advice. I don't know if that's factoring in. I feel like it might actually be getting close to where even if it went green, you can make it. Like I said, you probably want to come in for tires at some point, but ooh, our first lucky dog, I think. Better let them own around.
Look at all coming on.
I don't know if my driving around the pits, around the pace laps is conserving fuel at all. I'm keeping it in like third gear. And
Safety car is out. Pits are now open.
I don't know, but I'm not super worried about it. We can't even get 5 laps in without something happening.
0.7 gallons.
That number gets smaller. It means I have been saving fuel over what it thinks anyway, right? Posting a video like this is going to be like, wow, it's going to almost make me want to edit out the caution pacing laps, you know? I'm not going to, but if there was ever a race to do it, we're looking at it. I've seen very little of the wreckage. I saw the 14 behind me, I think the previous caution. I couldn't tell if he got loose on his own and then got turned all the way around by someone behind him. But I definitely was noticing something.
Pits are open.
Getting closer to Christmas.
Safety car's out. Pits are closed.
I don't have to work Christmas, so that's good. It's the one day a year that my work is closed. But I mean, I typically get 4 days off a week anyway, but still, it's kind of nice it goes for that. Alright, we're finally to 2 to green. So basically we've been under pacing for a while now because that green lasted not even... We didn't even get out of turn 2 on that restart before it was telling us yellow again, so... Hey, you know, use this chance as to practice starts on the outside now. Like this guy's just like always gonna go at green. He's not gonna mix it up at all.
Okay, Justin, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Can't wait to see how long it goes this time. Fun times. What do you expect, though? Alright, we got it out of third gear. One of these days I'll probably forget to do that.
Green, 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 yellow.
Just let him go. He doesn't get that good of a jump because I know he's going to wait till green, 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 you know? So I guess I shouldn't complain because it's helping me stay in second instead of losing to the inside line. Oh, wow. It feels like it's been at least 20 minutes since we've been racing, so hopefully I remember how to drive. Stay out of the wall, buddy.
0.2 gallons.
So close. I mean, why would it go green now? But I'm probably just going to play this as a monkey see, monkey do, unless I end up in the lead when the caution comes out. Then I'll be the monkey, right? No, I guess in the analogy, the monkey was this person who saw and did, so I'll be the... whatever. Why am I sitting there debating with myself about a stupid analogy? Who do we got behind us? Let's see there. Looking antsy. The 22 still, alright. Like I said, 22, if for some reason you're watching this, nothing against you. I just feel like keeping you behind me. But I mean, I want everyone to be behind me, right? And what you just did there is kind of why, you know. I'm not saying I won't do that.
Is now 1.0.
The 5 is just pulling away from me, but that's okay. Sun's going down. I still would like this to go green because
Your lap time was 23.7.
I mean, it's hard to keep track of how fresh your tires are when there's so many pit laps. I pitted on lap 33 according to Race Labs, which was 25 laps ago, but it's gotta have been less than 10 of them on green, right?
0 gallons.
That wasn't a good entry. I got a little looser than I wanted. So I'm using the brakes to do that, to rotate it.
You've just done a 23.9.
I think I'm losing time in both directions right now.
Okay, Justin, you're halfway home. Your fuel is fine.
Fuel is fine, according to crew chief. So now pitting is going to be more a matter of
Captain Stewart's behind is increasing.
tires. Also, green-white checkers would definitely be something that would be nice to not get caught out of guard by. Got someone spinning behind. Please keep it straight. Because A, I'll get to keep racing, and B, oh, it looks like they're wrecking. Keep the yellow away. I like this huge lead we got. Keep it going.
That lap time was 24.1.
I'm sorry, Steve. I didn't know where to go.
Yeah, it's my fault for getting loose. Sorry about that.
Sounds like the 22. Yeah, that was the cars not far behind me.
Yeah, it ruined my truck. I'm sure yours is too, though.
Yeah, yours is the front. Like I say, I'm sorry for getting loose there. Tried to hold it straight, but
Yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, you didn't mean to.
Leader into the wall.
The gap in front is now 0.6.
I can't believe there was no caution.
I also can't believe that from what I saw in my mirror. The game is probably like, I'm sick of this. Just keep going, people.
That lap was at 24.3. Alright, Justin, that's good consistency. Keep it up. 0.2 gallons.
So that makes it sound like I still need 0.2 gallons, right? I don't know. I would imagine another caution comes out and pitting will be a thing and we won't have to worry about fuel anymore. Get some fresh tires. I'm in no hurry to like make a move on this guy. Maybe I'll just wait for another mistake. There's no pressure from behind, so there's really no point in forcing it on him. Just keep the pressure on, you know. Of course, if the opportunity comes, I'll have to take it.
That last lap was at 24.
Or if I feel like I'm lifting up too much. Not sure why my car ducked so low like that. can
That was
scare them up
24.6.
without actually running the line.
I can't get any luck at this track, man.
Would be nice to be the leader coming out of the next yellow if it happened. I'd surprise all these guys by just going when the pace car comes out and they'll be like, what the hell? Not quite how I wanted to do that, but I more went under there just to keep it off of him than anything. Maybe I'm burning up my stuff more than him, too. We also have lapped cars coming up. I believe the orange car is the one that was behind us. Yeah, he was with us, and then something happened, I think, with the 22. So we know he's got the pace to be up here, although I don't know how much damage he got. I pushed up at the worst time because he pushed up too. I could have totally gotten under him. I'm still getting under him.
The gap behind is now 4.8 seconds. Still there. Still there. Clear high.
I don't like the sun. It's actually making it hard for me to see where the damn track is at. And all that, I made a pass for the lead. Congrats to me for leading another lap in the Truck Series today.
You're leading.
But look what I get to deal with now. Hopefully a bunch of polite lapped cars. Thank you, 22. Remember when the Ghostbusters car was leading on a restart?
Don't be an asshole, 3.
Car outside. Your lap time was 25.1. Clear outside. Car outside. Hold your line. Clear high. Car high.
I guess this car is going to race me for it.
Still there. You're still there.
I'm struggling in 3 and 4 because I can't see.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear high.
Got to get a better visual of that. All right, the 6 car got away, but that's okay because I'm not racing him for position.
You're in the lead. The gap behind is now 0.9. You've just done a 24.8.
I kind of want to bring up that fuel box. I'll figure out which one it is in a minute. I'm in the weird boat of not wanting a caution, but wanting a caution. According to that, I'm good, right?
That was a 24.7.
I'm going to leave that there because I don't really feel like taking my concentration off to remove it. Apologies to anyone that annoys. It's not really blocking any useful information, I would say.
Your last lap time was at 24.7.
I always have my relative up just a little higher because I sit so close to my monitor that I feel like it's easier to look down at it. No, the 6 is not wanting to get lapped. He wants there to be a caution where he can catch back up. I'm so thirsty all of a sudden, and I got nothing close by to quench that thirst.
The gap behind is now 2.6 seconds.
Maybe it's time to be a little easier on the tires. I don't know if them lasting is a thing. He's going down to the apron. Is he pitting? If people start pitting for tires under green, oh God. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'll have to pay attention to that though. Who thought it would be a thing that would even be something that would ever be considered? Surely he didn't.
That lap was at 24.8. You've just done a 24.7.
I mean, I guess being in the leader gives you an advantage in this. If other people start pitting, like, they're going laps down to you, not vice versa. But it just gives me more chances to lose this via things going poorly.
The lap time was at 24.7.
Car still feels fine. I mean, obviously we're going slower, but it still feels balanced.
You've just done a 24.7.
It would be foolish for me to pit before anyone else. All that's going to do is make it guaranteed that a caution comes out, trapping me a lap down. So we're not considering it. We're only considering if we start seeing and hearing other people going in.
0.2 gallons.
I'm still a little annoyed that he's saying I need 0.2 gallons. But down there it says I can go 35.2 laps. And there's 32 laps to go, right? Guess we'll see how this all plays out. I can definitely see that the long run was to my favor, at least so far. Race starts and short runs, I fall back, but hopefully the 17 just lets me by. What's going on? My car can't drive all of a sudden. That pisses me off. I probably screwed that up. My car feels wrong, and it felt wrong before I hit the wall. Where'd second place go?
The car behind is reeling you in. The gap is now 6.4 seconds.
Okay, I don't know. The car just all of a sudden. Oh no, I just blew this race, didn't I? This car feels slow as beans right now. And it feels like I'm on ice now. Yeah, I'm definitely losing to the 8 now. Did the guy behind me pit? That was weird. Now we're in limp mode. There's way too much time left in this race.
Lap was a 25.5.
25.5 is really slow. But for some reason the relative says I gained on second. I don't know why the car just stepped out like that. I mean, I should be past this lapped car by now, and the fact that I can't gain on him now shows you how slow I am.
That lap time was 25.5.
I'm really upset. I'm sure it was something I did wrong, but
The gap behind is now 6.0 seconds.
you can just feel and hear this car isn't moving like it was.
That was a 25.5.
Now I'm almost positive I need it to go green to have any chance at a decent finish.
0 gallons.
He's saying 0 now. I mean, I guess that might be a positive to going slower. Now I'm wishing there was way less laps left.
Your last lap time was at 25.5. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Yeah, good consistency. Okay, I've lost half a second. The higher strength of field, there's no way I'd still be leading. Probably wouldn't have been leading to begin with, but
You've just done a 25.4.
definitely need to watch that back. Feels so lonely out here. Yeah, I'm losing now. I'm sweating bullets, like literally actually sweating.
You guys could try to at least a little bit hold the line.
Yeah, I lost a
Just
bunch.
enough fuel to the end.
That's my bad, 7. I wasn't trying to get hit by 6.
Wonder how much damage got done there. I mean, I would just be dominating right now if that would have happened, because I was going to be ahead of this 17,
5.2.
and I'm sure I would have left him in the dust by now. But now I can't even keep up with him.
That last lap was at 25.5.
Thank you, 3.
4.4 behind me. That guy's probably licking his lips, wondering what the hell's going on with me. .2. Do I want a caution now?
Lap times are pretty consistent. Your lap time was at 25.5.
Yeah, 25.5 is all I'm running, but that's not a fast lap. A lap car in between. We can only hope that the lap car holds them up.
Was 25.6.
Yeah, I think I'm screwed now if a caution comes out. I mean, I'll come in for my tires, but
We should have just enough to get us to the end.
how about I just... Maybe that helped to get faster.
The gap behind is now 4.3.
My guess is no. Wow. Well, you know what? This is a learning experience for these longer races. I don't know if my concentration flagged. The second wall hit. That wall hit there was just me not paying attention to what I was doing. The first one I'm totally lost about. Like the rear end, the rear wheels just started spinning in the weirdest place. The whole thing broke loose. This was going to be a win. It could still be a top 5 probably. So I need to not pout and give up. Yeah, his lap car is gaining on me quickly, although he's pitted recently. We're not worried about the lap car.
Carlo. He's still there. Clear low.
Car's definitely a dump truck now. Does not want to turn. Probably a combination of the damage and the fact that we've been out here since lap 33. 2.1.
We should have enough fuel to get to the end, but it'll be tight.
Crew chief is like, it's going to be tight.
It's now decreased to 2.3.
And my thing on the bottom right has been, unless I'm bad at math, it's entirely possible. Or crew chief could just have a very loose definition of tight. 1.6. God, this is the smallest of chances, but I gotta keep this thing moving. I see him in my mirror. I don't know. Assuming it goes green, I should be able to at least keep second, it's looking like. If I lose first. And considering what I did to this car, that needs to be something I'm happy with, although I'll be disappointed that I threw away a win.
The gap behind is now 1.3 seconds.
Now, if it was because I don't know. I mean, I probably did something wrong or whatever, but it was so weird. That guy's gained on me, obviously. What are the odds I can just defend the position? Make it hard for him to pass. Well, I wasn't predicting that to happen, so that fudged me up and him into the wall. That's pretty much my last chance of holding this position. That's okay. I'm going to try to keep it low and make him pass me on the outside. Nah, I got nothing for him.
Clear inside. P2. Outside. Clear high.
I'm disappointed, but now I'm like not guaranteed to get second either. It's looking like I'm losing. All those people are reeling me in. Not sure whatever happened to the 5.
What the fuck was that?
Caution would be bad for me. Caution would be awful for me. I'm amazed at how much not faster the 8 is than me. I mean, he's faster. Don't get me wrong, he chased me down, but that was like a 40 lap deal. I feel like this would have been my race to lose. It was my race to lose. Had I not done that, I think I would have been off into the sunset. Which I guess I can feel good about that. I just don't know what happened. The other wall hits were lack of concentration, where my race was already in the crapper, but...
The gap in front is now 1.0.
1.3 behind.
That lap time was 25.7.
Well... .9.
Martin is getting closer. The gap's now 1.0 seconds. 2 laps left. We're on for a podium here.
Come on, dude, really?
Please don't wreck you guys. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to hold on to this
Same thing to
position.
me, man.
I never touched you.
Into the wall like an idiot.
No, I'm saying he did the same thing to me.
Inside. Alright, Justin, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. Still there. Clear inside. Car inside.
That guy slowed down like way more than I thought he would, considering how slow I am.
Still there. Clear inside.
That sucks. That sucks.
Podium finish. Nice one.
Was one of those guys a lap car?
Good win, number 8.
Must have been.
Good win, number 8.
Should have been a good win, number 1. I'm so upset with myself. Oh well. Tires were getting bad there. Alright. I did make it on fuel at least. Let's go watch all the stuff that happened here on this.
Oh, 5 car. Go check the replay. You'll see you came right up into me and pushed me into the wall. What a joke.
You were driving like a douche for the 15 laps I was behind you.
15. You did it to multiple people.
Get stuck. Take a look at the replay, 5. It's clear and simple. You came right up and smoked me into the wall.
Excuse me. Oh, I thought it was going to be an intentional takeout there for a second. Sorry, guys. I blew that so bad.
Maybe if you could hold a line, we would have been alright, but clearly...
I was in the outside line. Take a look at the replay unless you're scared to.
Whoa, 4 wide. That didn't go well. Am I missing? Must be private messages getting replied to because I'm not hearing one side of this conversation. God, I'm so mad at myself. The thing is I when we get to that point, I'm gonna watch,
Good joke, bro.
try to figure it out. As it happened, I was like, all of a sudden, the car just felt stupid. I mean, I understand the wall hit was my problem after that, but what caused me to get loose like that? It wasn't like coming out of the corner, unless I'm remembering it wrong. I mean, there should be a lot of wrecks to watch here. A lot of stuff going on in the back. I should be okay with 3rd place, but man. I threw away a win. Crumpled it up in a big wad and I just tossed it in the garbage. Yikes. Oh, okay, skip ahead. Oh yeah, the ghost. I do want to watch kind of how this plays out from my point of view. I forgot about that. That was a long time ago. Ghostbusters car at the start was there might be some thumbnail potential in there. Is that it, or did something else happen? I seem to remember being more... Yeah, I think something else still happens. Yeah, here we go. Oh, that wasn't as scary as it looked. I did a good job of anticipating it, though, and just getting out of Dodge. I don't know, I was sweating there. Like I feel like I worked out. Like I need to go shower. I'm not really commenting on these. I'm just letting you guys watch it. See what all happened, and I'll comment if it feels necessary. Yep, I saw that. I was hoping it wasn't going to be a caution, because... Is this that, yeah, immediate caution after, like, we barely got going? I was so far ahead, and I think I would have been. I think I would have held it easily. I'm going to lament this one for a while. That last green run went quite a long ways, too. Yeah, I remember that. And that didn't bring out a caution. That helps the cause. Part of that big lead was due to that. I have to remember that. But still, I mean, it was the case. I was in the lead. Eventually, we're gonna see me hit the wall. What was it in the 70s, maybe? It's coming up. I was gonna lap a guy, and it wasn't gonna be that hard. Now, I don't blame him for it at all. I just happened to be behind him when it happened. Right now, I'm not interested in wall scrapes, other than my own. Mine wasn't really a scrape, though. It was almost head-on the way my car acted. Okay, I feel like we're way farther along. Nope, I guess it was lap 90. What the hell happened to me? I guess it was coming out of the corner. Like, I don't know. I mean, I screwed up. That's all there is to it. I screwed up. Ah, I'm so disappointed. And then I still led for like 25 laps after this, roughly. But my car was not capable of doing what it was just before that, and I'm sure the damage had everything to do with that. I still got a gigantic lead on this guy. And he was doing stuff like that. I would notice he was gaining, then he wouldn't. But I still screwed up a few more times. Man, he had to deal with this guy. I mean, all that was still giving me a chance, but... a couple more wall hits. There's a whole lot of nothing going on here. I don't know. And then I don't know. Friggin' what? That didn't cause a caution? Yeah, I don't know. I'm skipping through the burnouts. Congrats, dude. I mean, no ill will towards you. I just definitely threw that one away. I must have been on the throttle just a little hard. Seems weird that I would just all of a sudden do that, but alright. I don't have no ill will towards you, but I also don't need to sit and watch your burnouts. I still, to only lose by 1.6 there, although I was gonna be back to... One of those guys must have been a lap car. I thought I had lost down to 4th, gotten the podium taken away from me. Well, this video is definitely probably close to my longest one ever, so if you watched this far, thanks for watching. Sorry I sucked, but it's all a learning experience. I'm more disappointed than anything. Catch you in the next one.